And guess what? We're right here. And guess what? We're right here. And guess what? We're right here. And guess what? We're right here.
But there's a lot.
The culture is lost for African Americans.
But
They don't know.
We
the
shouldn't be
culture
attacked.
started here 400 years ago. It came from Africa. So now you got Senegalese culture mixed in. You got Morocco culture mixed in with African American culture. Even just in Louisiana, gumbo, okra, all that came from West Africa.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
People say where you from?
America.
No, where's your country?
My country is America. I was born in New York, raised in...
Where your parents from?
My parents are from New York.
Americans, they don't know where they're from, you know.
I think American black people are the most lost black people in the world.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you see black people over here.
They know where they come
we
from.
all know where we come from.
What are some negative stereotypes y'all heard about black America from your parents, from your friends?
You literally said it all.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Like my mom would tell me not to marry that.
Yeah.
Right.
She says it all the time.
My parents are both from Grenada. They came here in the 80s and 90s. So what he was saying about how they think that black people are lazy does resonate with me because I've heard that a lot.
And I'm West African, Nigerian, because if you ever remember the movie Sugar Hill, and there's a scene where they're doing the thing with the drug dealer, and the guy said, we can't work with Akata. That's a word that they were calling the American blacks, Akata, the Nigerians. Akata is a word that they use for American blacks. And Wesley Snipes was like, yo, what is this Akata shit you keep calling us? And the guy goes, we don't want to work with cotton pickers. Africans come to America, and there's a lot of my African-American friends say, man, a lot of Africans are really mean towards us. They're really nasty towards us because they feel they're better towards us.
You being a man from an African family, what would your family say about you bringing like an American woman?
My daughter's mom is American. Most African parents, if we're being honest, they would actually prefer you bring home a white person.
I can't categorically say every Nigerian got this talk, but a lot of Nigerians that travel abroad got this talk from their family, where they will sit you down and tell you, you're going there. Don't go and talk to those black Americans. You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You start...
No, I can't even let the intro play through. What is that background? Is that a song in the background that says "Stay away from me, Akata"? We don't have any desire to visit Africa, so why don't y'all stop coming to our country? Why don't y'all stay away from us? Why don't y'all stay in your motherland while we stay in ours? Did y'all hear that in the background? I swear the words to that song said "Stay away from the Akatas."
Prefer you bring home a white person.
I can't categorically say every Nigerian got this talk, but a lot of Nigerians that travel abroad got this talk from their family, where they will sit you down and tell you, you're going there. Don't go and talk to those black Americans. You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You start become gang banging. They give you that talk. That just go to the white community, find a nice place. They just go and be decent. Stay with the white people. They give you that talk. So when you enter America, you already have a perception of African Americans. You've judged them.
Well, we don't want them here.
They're your brothers and sisters.
They're not our brothers. They were taken away, unfortunately.
Many know about slavery, but few discuss paper genocide. We did not all come from Africa, and most of us have Aboriginal roots that were stripped away due to reclassification and miseducation. As a Native Black American and a member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. If you want to learn how to trace your genealogy and apply for tribal citizenship, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com to schedule a consultation.
I am not a slave, I was born to slide, I am not afraid. Hop about the K, oh yeah, free to God, they went out of state. I'm a child of God, I do not belong to the United States. For Black History, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. I went to school, graduated at the top of my class. Still never thought I was over my peers. We did that time together 12 years. Ain't that some movie? I think that it is. They won't control me, I'm really a member. I traveled that road, I came back with the jewels for 'em. When I pull up, they pee how the roof going. We some dog killers, won't chew bones. Know we all spit on, we supreme. Somewhere I read a nigga had a dream.
You don't have to try to be something you're not. God, I can't stand this.
Trying to be something I'm not? Trying to be proud of my African heritage? If that's being something I'm not, then fine.
My grandmother was a full-blooded Iroquois. My grandfather was a black from a long line of journeymen who lived in Connecticut since the establishment of the colonies. My father was a Bajan who came to this country a cabin boy in a merchant marina.
I know all of that, Mama.
Then know this. I am alive because of the blood of a people who never scraped or begged or apologized for what they were. They asked only one thing of this world: to be allowed to be. I gave you my grandmother's name, a woman who bore 9 children and educated them all. Who held off 6 white men with a shotgun when they tried to drag one of her sons off to jail for not knowing his place. And you had to reach into an African dictionary to find a name that would make you proud.
I was born black, I live black, and I'm gonna die probably because some cracker that knows I'm black better than you, nigga, is probably gonna put a bullet in the back of my head.
My father was raised in the era when black niggas couldn't claim Native American. Making music would've thought I had help, but the Indians I know wanna be the chief they self.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button on the way in, hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you support the mission, and let's get on with the content. Yet again, we've got these Africans talking down on us, yet they flee to our country en masse, yet they cosplay us at every turn, every opportunity. They want to be everything but an African.
I pay for therapy because my thoughts tear me. They keep on dragging me. I pay for tips, they scatter me. I cannot can barely sleep, but even I cannot hold on. Without you inside of me, I never knew this pain. Take the ones I love away from. I wanna see cats bad, why can't someone call me? I gotta shoot out on my sleeve.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, guys. I will never understand it. They hate us, but at the same time, they want to be us. Yeah, if you're confused as to what you're seeing right now, these are the Africans doing an AI deep fake, pretending to be Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, and Wesley Snipes. I mean, guys, the cosplaying guys, but at the same time, they want to be black because we made it fashionable. They want to jock the swag. They want to try to assimilate into our culture, grift off of it, use it to make a name for themselves, and then turn around and disrespect us.
It's black! You're black! You're just black!
Just be yourself.
You are not cultured at all. Stop dick riding. I don't want to hear, like, when I'm asking general questions, I'm not asking y'all niggas. Stop dick riding. Y'all niggas is black. You're black! You're just black!
Just be yourself and hit them with hey. Also, I just bowed the Anarchy hoodie yesterday. Can't wait. Finna resubscribe in a little W female viewer. Big 2 months December 9th.
Thank you so much. Bro, you're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it. How was that see you in 30? That wasn't an insult. That was strictly you're black. You're not Trinidadian. You're not Jamaican. You're not African. You're not word. You're not Ghanaian. You're not Dominican. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not Cuban.
Yeah, very, very interesting dynamic. And matter of fact, we've got a guest coming from the back to the front. It's Tough Sino. Matter of fact, Sino, that's where I first discovered your content. I was doing some research on the Kai Cenat, You're Black rant.
Yeah,
and I came across your reaction video, and me and you've been locked in ever since.
Yo, that's the best music to have behind there because I really wanted to punch that nigga. Like, I really, like, bro, I swear to God, bro, I really wanted to react, but I just didn't want to wild out. But, bro, yeah, bro, I really wanted to hurt him at that very moment. I ain't gonna lie.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He was thinking about a screenplay in
Yeah.
which someone who resembles
GTA.
Tyson Nat,
In GTA.
the GTA role play, right?
The GTA RP joint.
Yeah, there we go.
Salute
But
to
yeah,
the cat though.
yeah, everybody, make sure to go subscribe to Tough Tino. I got his link in the chat, or you guys can just search for him in YouTube, Tough
Yes, sir.
TUFF. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into the content. These Africans, every time they get on the podcast, they just want to throw a bunch of shade towards us.
Like we do dress, we have a different swag about us, our fashion senses, different. Even with you ladies, you guys are wearing wigs and weaves. Not saying y'all, I'm saying in general, African women do be wearing that.
Yeah.
I've never associated women in the motherland being a rich, like I haven't seen that. I usually present with your natural hair more. I think that aesthetic is
Great
more
point.
a Black American aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just me personally. Like I said, I have never, when I looked at the motherland of African women from the motherland,
Stop saying that, John.
Having all of this makeup,
Real motherland, my ass. Stop it.
Stop saying that, bro.
Stop it.
and enhancements and surgeries and stuff like that. Like, so that to me is an aspect of looking the part of a Black American woman. Like, you know what I mean? So even how certain Black men.
But also, where did Black American women get that look from? They got.
Hold on, wait a minute. He was trying to be nice to them. He said, y'all Africans be wearing wigs. I'm not saying y'all do. No, they got on wigs.
Oh,
They
yo,
got
listen,
on wigs. She
I
got
know
the
for
bandana
sure.
on so that we can't see that the edges ain't laid down. Yeah, yeah.
I know for sure that that's a Walmart or Target dress right there, champ. I know for sure. I was just in Walmart walking through and I seen something like that, champ. All right. So that's an American attire. I ain't gonna lie. That's all American attire.
Hey, let's get into it. Let's go.
From the Europeans. So that's why I feel like Black Americans and Africans are on the same way.
Where do you think?
Because we're all wearing.
Where do you think the world get most of its fashion advice or sense from or styles from?
And what did she just say? I swear her response was something slick and disrespectful. Let's run that back.
I mean, so even how certain Black men.
But also, where did Black American women get that look from? They got it from the Europeans. So that's why I feel like Black Americans and Africans are on the same way.
Where do you think?
Because we're all wearing.
Where do you think the world get most of its fashion?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think the sisters that wear the wigs and the weaves are trying to look European because they're not styles that white American women wear.
Right. And she and this is another thing about the history. Like when we were trying to get jobs and all that back in the days with afros and all that, bro, they made us straighten our hair out. Like, so we're used to, as a people, straightening our hair for
having
a
to assimilate into dominant society. Yeah.
Right. Y'all are choosing to do that. We had no choice but to do that. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Matter of fact, California not too long ago had some lawsuit going on because they were discriminating against people with dreads and braids in the workplace. So yeah, she needs to take a seat.
Fashion advice or sense from or styles from a Black man walking up and down the block who made his designs or made his appeal. LL Cool J, knowledgeable for rolling his leg up. You know, and this is where I see Burna Boy rolling one leg up.
To hone in on the clip with Burna Boy specifically saying African Americans do not have culture. What did he mean by that? Because African Americans do have culture.
Well, if you ask a lot of Caribbean people or even African people, they question African Americans. There's no war. You get what I'm saying? We want to be respected just as much. Shit, if you let alone, we was shipped here without our permission. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and I think that's where the confusion comes in.
Some of us, a very small minority percentage of us.
Yeah.
Because the culture is lost for African Americans.
But
they don't know.
We
the
shouldn't be
culture
attacked.
started here 400 years ago. It came from Africa. So now you got Senegalese culture mixed in. You got Morocco culture mixed in with African American culture. Even just in Louisiana, gumbo, okra, all that came from West Africa. For them to pick up those traditions and cultures. So that's.
I wonder if you know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up. That's what's up. I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying?
Yeah, you can stop the cap, little lady. You can stop the cap. While we do theorize that gumbo, Louisiana gumbo, does have some West African influence, we do have to recognize it is a amalgamation of multiple cultures. Louisiana gumbo is French, Central American, American Indian, as well as that West African influence you speak. So how is she going to try to pass it off like gumbo is mostly a West African thing coming from okra when the base of gumbo is a French soup? And and then the peppers and the chilies you get from Central America.
Because it's a form of goop scoop, bro. So she just used to the goop scoop. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, gumbo is wet. All right, cool. Is it come from where I'm from? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why she said that. But she has no idea how it started or where it came from.
Yeah, this is crazy.
The culture is because it's coming from thousands of languages and tribes and countries because we were shipped all over. We didn't ask to, you know what I'm saying? So that's where they're like, necessarily where they're honing in, where it's like you don't have cultures because.
But you shouldn't say that.
But
we built a culture.
You built a culture.
African Americans have African Americans.
Just recently,
what do you mean, just recently,
son. Just recently is crazy. Recently is crazy. Harlem Renaissance is nothing.
Come on,
that's crazy.
Black Aboriginals who built pyramids and mounds, and most of these major U.S. cities. I mean, what?
Nah.
Huh?
That's
Okay.
crazy.
You guys, you do definitely have your own.
Hey, and let's play devil's advocate and say our culture was built recently. God damn it, it's a global phenomenon in such a short amount of time, right? Jazz, hip hop, blues, everything in between, all these inventions in such a short amount of time recently. And y'all got thousands of years over there in Africa, and y'all ain't really did shit. We got to go back to ancient African history and cherry pick some shit in Egypt that y'all ain't even do. Y'all said the pyramids and stuff was already created, and y'all just moved into the area, so. Do y'all really want to talk about it?
Own culture, I can definitely
But
say. I would never take that away from.
It's because it's lost.
No, even
it's lost.
But
culture.
I would
That's
never.
a mindset from thinking outside the box. We had to create as we go. Like everything, our language, how we talk, how we walk, what we make is also unique to what we are.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
I would never take that.
So I think it's just more so what has to be told to him that they do have culture, but it was made and created. And it became their own culture, hip hop. That's literally a culture from Black African Americans.
So my question now for you.
And notice how she's trying to insinuate the African. No, stop it. Most of us are Black Aboriginals that have been reclassified since the 1600s. Virginia, the crowning jewel of the 13 colonies of Virginia, in 1682 combined Native Americans and Africans into one category as Negroes. So stop the cap. Talking about hip hop is African American. Notice how you try to put extra emphasis on the African. No. Stop it. And you know, we've also got another guest coming from the back to the front is New Era. New Era, what do you think about this? Did you know that gumbo comes from West Africa?
You learn something new every day, apparently. Going to these Africans.
New every day. Yeah. And let the folks know where you calling in from. We got Tufstino representing the East Coast. And where's New Era out of?
Oh, I'm at South Carolina right now.
South Carolina. Hey, at least you ain't in North Carolina. I heard they lynching folks out there.
Nigga, they lynch folks out here in South Carolina too.
Well, stay safe.
Yeah, you know.
In Florida, dealing with the hurricanes.
I got hit by the hurricanes. Hey, speaking of that shit, they want to give me $750. Then they tell us they don't got no more money for Americans. Americans help Americans out because America don't got no more money. Then this nigga that's saying, what, 158 million to Libya, but y'all ain't had no money for us.
Damn, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Kamala and them only trying to give y'all 750, but they giving the migrants in Ukraine and Israel billions, right?
Yeah, them niggas need houses fixed, but what about us who need houses fixed? And this motherfucker.
Damn.
Hey, yo, Mike, you gonna come over to South Carolina and help me fix my roof, nigga? Since America don't got no more money for us. Like, what the fuck type of shit that is?
See what had happened was, you feel me?
No, that's what Biden said. He was like, "Oh, America, I need y'all to step up and help these people out because we don't got no more money." Like, what? Then go sitting like fucking 158 to fucking Lebanon. This nigga get the fuck
Nah,
out
it's
my
supposed
face
to
with that
be
dumbass shit.
FEMA. FEMA's supposed to be the one helping y'all out. Shit. Shout
Nah,
out to
FEMA
FEMA.
doing some shady ass shit too. After they told the civilians to help niggas out, people was trying to go over there. FEMA taking the shit, what people trying to do and sending people away. Like, nah, you can't go help people. Nigga, you just told me to come help people, but when I get here, FEMA told me to go back. Yeah, FEMA's a bitch too. Fuck FEMA.
Damn. Well, let's
That's
get back to the
crazy.
content. Hopefully, everybody's staying safe who's been affected by the hurricanes as well as the wave of migrants, because the migrants is raping people out here. Add your kids, add your wives. They raping everybody.
I'll say African American culture derives from African culture.
Not all the migrants, but quite a few Venezuelan and African migrants are. Viewer discretion is advised. Mike TV does not endorse hate speech against any protected class of people, including immigrants and Africans.
Sure.
I think we all take a little bit of something from each other. That's shit is things.
I think that is true. And matter of fact, Art, can you play that clip that I had real quick, because this is going to correlate kind of to this whole conversation.
What do you say when people say where you from?
America.
No, where's your country?
My country is America. I was born in New York, raised in.
Where your parents from?
My parents are from New York.
Americans, they don't know where they're from, you know.
I think American black people are the most lost black people in the world.
Cheerio, governor. Americans, they don't know where they're from, you know. Harry Potter told me the other day those black Americans don't even know where they're from. Bollocks.
That nigga
I was
British.
eating my beans and toast, having some crumpets with some tea, and I thought to myself, those Americans don't even know who they are.
Nigga sound like Mary Poppins.
Hey, I've heard enough of these Africans with the UK accent by now. Come on.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you see black people over here. They know where they come from. We all know where we come from.
What are some negative stereotypes y'all heard about black men from your parents, from your friends?
You literally said it all.
Yeah. That's it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
my mom would tell me not to marry an African.
Yeah.
She says it all the time.
My parents are both from Grenada. They came here in the 80s and 90s. So what he was saying about how they think that black people are lazy does resonate with me, because I've heard that a lot.
And I'm West African, Nigerian, because if you remember the movie Sugar Hill, and there's a scene where they're doing the thing with the drug dealer, and the guy said, we can't work with Akata. That's a word that
Fuck
they were
this nigga know
calling
about Sugar
the
Hill.
American blacks, Akata, the Nigerians. Akata is a word that they use for American blacks. And Wesley Snipes was like, yo, what is this Akata shit you keep calling us? And the guy goes, we don't want to work with cotton pickers. Africans come to America, and there's a lot of my African-American friends say, man, a lot of Africans are really mean towards us. They're really nasty towards us because they feel they're better towards us.
You being a man from an African family, what would your family say?
Hey, y'all, I was today's years old when I discovered that these motherfuckers got a whole Akata song, y'all. These motherfuckers is jocking our swag, trying to look like a black American in a rap video as they sing about staying away from the Akatas.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got a question for y'all. If they got all this word like Jure and Akata for us, is it only right that we make a word for them niggas too?
Stay away from me.
Yeah, I call them Bush Baby.
Nah, I'm talking about one that stings.
But trust
Like more
me,
than a Bush Baby. Oh,
Bush
I
Baby
already know.
stings harsher than you think.
Booty
Bro,
scratcher.
y'all know.
A
Got
booty
Twitter
scratcher.
Spaces and
That
4chan
shit hurt
message
them
boards mad
niggas.
as hell because I call them Bush Babies.
Hey, yo, Tough, that shit hurt them when we called the niggas that shit is kindergarten. They still don't know that
Booty
shit.
scratcher hit them niggas to the soul,
Stay
bro.
away from all the gangsters
To
and
the soul.
hustlers and killers and all the shooting that nigga. Stay away from the Akatas. Stay away from the Akatas. Stay away from all the gangsters and hustlers and killers. All the shooting ass niggas. I remember when I was broken, couldn't get
Damn, so we some shooting that. Hey, yo, pause it real quick, Mike.
What is happening?
This nigga that said stay away from these shooting ass niggas, right?
Yes,
do
and they
in-
commit genocide. They got
Yeah, like,
little
what the
kids fucking slaughtering villages with AKs. Like, what are you talking about, shooting ass niggas?
Y'all don't
listen,
care about
first of
y'all
all,
women. Y'all kill
commit
y'all women every
genocide.
13 minutes or every 13 seconds or some shit. Y'all talk about stay away from them killing niggas? What
I
you
ain't
mean, them
gonna
Africans?
lie. The only thing I'm worried about is this nigga sweatshirt, bro. Why nigga sweatshirt so tight, bro? Nigga nigga belly all out. This nigga, bro, like, bro, your belly all out, bro. You talk about Akata and all that, bro. Your belly out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You look crazy right now. What's up with this guy, bro? I hope this is like a parody, bro, and he's black and he's like
Oh,
He's
it's
like
not, bro.
making a nah.
Hey, yo, Mike, show
This
that nigga
motherfucker dropped
tough
the
black nigga
definition.
song.
Hold on. This motherfucker dropped the definition in the beginning of the video. He was like, just in case y'all don't know what
it
this
is.
word means,
Oh, my
we're talking
soul.
about you motherfuckers, okay? We're talking about y'all. Wow. Come on, y'all. This is crazy.
Yeah. Stay away from the Akata. Stay away from the Akata. Stay away from all the gangsters and hustlers and killers and all the shooting that nigga. Stay away from
all the shooting at what? All the shooting? No. Hold on, guys. Remix. Stay away from the bush babies. Stay away from the bush babies who be raping and killing and slaughtering the village.
Oh, little booty,
I like
scratch
incest baby better.
ass.
You see this your useless cutting rapper go rapper for me. I want to see that contraband.
Oh, cracked on that nigga. Boom.
You can't stay here longer. Let's move now.
Monkey about to bite that nigga.
He said, "Stay away from the shooting ass niggas." Right? He said, "Stay away from the shooting ass niggas." Right? Okay.
He did, so did.
Okay.
That means don't go to Africa, y'all.
For some reason, that Goop Scoop be having them niggas' teeth curly white, bro.
Do you want some goop or you want that fucking scoop?
Well, regular day at the office.
Word, right? Literally.
Look at the hold on, wait. Why you got the Imagine boot top? Hold on.
No, why he rocking a Mr. T haircut, dog? and y'all don't want to be us? This nigga look like straight Mr. T. A pitiful looking ass nigga. The fuck? Like we come from Africa? Nigga.
Pulled up with the Mr. T and some fake Cuban links. Come on.
Oh, bro.
I bet you if they paring down, he got some free lines on his feet too.
Man, bro. That nigga got an armpit fuzz on top of his head.
For anybody confused, this is from a Netflix show created by Africans called Shantytown.
That shit is funny as hell, bro.
So I find it interesting that he has a nerve to say anything about stay away from them shooting ass niggas when y'all butcher your women and children on the regular.
Facts.
Bringing like an American woman.
My daughter's mom is American. Most African parents, if we're being honest, they would actually prefer you bring home a white person.
A lot I can't categorically say
Damn.
every Nigerian got this talk, but a lot of Nigerians that travel abroad got this talk from their family, where they will sit you down and tell you you're going there. Don't go and talk to those black Americans. You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You start become gang banging. They give you that talk.
And drugs, nigga, we don't got cat out here. Y'all niggas doing cat out there in Africa, dog.
Oh, my soul.
Be decent. Stay with the white people. They give you that talk. So when you enter America, you already have a perception of African Americans. You judge them.
Well, we don't want them here.
They're your brothers and sisters.
We don't want them here.
They were taken away, unfortunately. We will develop.
No, we wasn't taking away. Hey, stop lying. We wasn't taking away. Yeah, traded us, nigga, like we was a basketball team, nigga. The fuck? Hey, y'all want to talk about fucking love? Fuck out of here. I am not an African no more. Y'all traded me to America, nigga. My home team is America now, nigga. NBA Finals, bitches. We about to sweep y'all asses.
Hey, and she had the nerve to talk about stay away from the Akatas. You are going to get pregnant. Y'all, as the East Coast guys say, word to my mother, okay? The only time I'd ever seen a single mother of 41 was when we took a trip to Africa.
Facts.
Lady gave birth to 44 kids before.
Oh, I'm sorry, 44 kids, not 41. 44 kids.
Before turning 40, and she raises all of them as a single mother.
Before
This
turning
is one
40.
woman's incredible journey of motherhood, but she refuses to be reduced to just that. I'm heading to Uganda to meet her.
Damn, y'all having a bunch of babies in poverty, having litters of children in poverty, but your parents told you to stay away from us because we're going to get you pregnant in America? We ain't trying to fuck on no African girls like that. What?
Hey, yo, imagine if our parents would have told some dumb ass shit like that when we was growing up.
stay away from the Africans because you're going to get pregnant.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
That's crazy.
And if anything, that's what our parents really should have told us. Our dads should have told our daughters, our sisters, to stay away from them African men because they do genital mutilation and dog out their women and domestic violence and don't take care of their kids and all kinds of
You know
shit.
we was
You
brainwashed
want to
back
know
then,
what
bro.
though, bro? They really didn't have to tell us that because them niggas weird, bro. Like we like you know what I'm
Word.
saying? Like them niggas wasn't really blending in, bro. They
Word.
niggas was weird, bro. Like
I already know what you're talking about, bro. I had a
real
African
shit.
homie in Africa. I mean, in Brooklyn and shit. He's from Africa and shit.
That
Every
nigga
time
was
you try to be,
weird a little
I'm
bit,
trying to
right?
tell
Like,
you, bro. I had a homie from
Hey,
Jamaica.
I
Like
had
me and my
an
homie from
African.
Jamaica
I
was like,
grew
yo,
up
what's
2
wrong with
grades.
him? My nigga
Dude,
from
that
Jamaica was like, oh,
motherfucker
he's
was
from Africa,
weird.
dog.
Motherfucker was weird. And on God, now that I think about it, he looked just like old boy from Blood Diamond. He looked just like that dark skinned nigga from Blood Diamond. On God, in 4th grade, I had one of them in my school. I swear.
real
Clipper,
talk.
but
Like, yo,
again, when we talk about these diaspora wars, and I wanted to get into that later, but since we already here,
It's not a war.
when
We can't
type in
go to war
diaspora
with
wars,
broke
it
people,
seems to
and broke
be,
people can't go to war because they don't got no money.
Africans or
So can we stop saying
Caribbeans, and they
diaspora war?
have this disdain almost or this disrespect when it comes towards Black Americans, often saying, you don't know where you don't come from, but they would never say that to a Haitian or a Jamaican or a Trinidadian, even though we all came from the same slave ship. It's just different stops. But for some reason, Black Americans or African Americans aren't looked at as a specific culture when Jamaicans are, or Haitians are, or whatever, Antigua, like all of them are looked at. Nobody questions their culture.
So
And the
let me-
fact that we always have to answer our culture or is being
Defend it.
questioned by people that look like us, you know what I mean, is very disrespectful. And especially when we have built a unique culture within America. And I think, unfortunately, the media does a good job at portraying only the negative stereotypes. It's just like when we were
Great,
growing
yeah.
up, the stereotypes that we seen of Africans was the flies on the face.
Hey, and shout out to Original Copper American Sun Energy. It says, where's that clip with the Asian and the white man leaving them with kids? You know what? They call me the king of receipts. I think I might have that receipt somewhere. Hold on. Let me dip into the archives real quick. I think I know exactly what you're talking about because they had the nerve to tell their children to stay away from Black Americans because we're going to get them pregnant. Meanwhile, them Asian man is over there leaving a bunch of little half-breeds on the continent of Africa, not taking care of not one of them, y'all. Not one of them. And you know what? On second thought, I think I may not have that clip, but if I find it, I'll play it, y'all.
Age. I didn't have this, that, and the third. So that's what we saw. So of course we had a negative perception, but we see as now 2025, 2024, we still seeing that narrative push that don't go to those Black Americans. They ratchet, they ghetto, they don't got no culture, which is just, to me, is very disrespectful. And it is a slap in the face, like as somebody who's
So
Black American.
let me ask you something. What country in Africa are you from?
I'm from America. That's what we're saying. Just
What
like a
country in
Jamaica, just
Africa
like
are
a
you
no, hold on. Just like somebody from Jamaica, they're not going to say what country in Africa they from. Somebody in Haiti is not going to say what country from. They're going to say they're Haitian.
Because they were closer from, what is it called, the triangular slave
But
trade.
then when you ask them that question, they're not going to have a definitive answer.
That's because they're already in their own community of Caribbeans, the Haitians, Jamaicans. They're all like in one bowl. Just as
But
far
Black Americans are in their own
But
bowl
the-
as well.
the
Like that's
reason why I
that's
asked
what I'm
that,
saying.
that's
Why are
why
we getting questioned?
That's why Africans feel that way, because they feel like because you don't know where you come from, which is not by fault by Africans.
We
it's
know
not by,
where we come from. We come from America, just like
I guess
Jamaicans
it's just
come
more.
from Jamaica. Like, what is the difference?
I think it's just
Like,
more relatable from an African to see another African and be like, oh, where you come from? Oh, I'm from Ghana. I'm from this place. And they know so much about their culture because they do this, and this. So I feel like that's why they feel like you know so much about your culture in Africa. So that's what they're like, well, Americans don't know, because honestly, you guys don't know. When Africans come to America, they're busting their behinds to get degrees, become doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that. So when Africans look at African Americans, they're like, these people have credit cards. We don't even have credit cards. These people are not even working, and we come here and we busting our asses. And now we're doing this. We're now 6 figures, and these people have all these years to become all these great jobs and careers.
What do you mean we're not working? So Black Americans just en masse are unemployed and Africans en masse are making 6 figures in America? What are you talking about?
My mother has a master's degree. My pops retired twice from 2 different state jobs. Like, I mean, I don't know where she gets this information from. Like, none of us have, like, bro, what are you talking about? It's a lot of, bro, listen, it's a lot of Africans that is eating goop scoop. You know what I mean? It's a lot of Africans that's eating goop scoop, bro. Like it's some of us that's sitting around, but it's a bunch of us that's getting degrees, bro, and really starting businesses and creating culture. Cause that's what we do. We create culture. If it wasn't for us, niggas would still be walking around in suits. On my soul. If it wasn't for us, niggas would still be walking around in 3-piece suits, bro. Real talk, bro. We created streetwear. We created that.
And they're not doing anything. I'm just saying this is what they're saying.
Yeah,
this is the conversation. It's like y'all have all this time to get free money, free loans, and we don't get that back.
What do you mean free money? So she thinks that for 400 years we've been getting free. What are you talking about?
She think we all on
you immigrants
on
get free
assistance.
handouts. We don't get free handouts.
No food stamps over here, Chan.
Oh, I thought you guys are getting the free handouts and the debit cards like we are. Why aren't you making a bunch of money? No, we're not getting the handouts like y'all.
At home.
Yeah, but
y'all get that when y'all come here, though.
Exactly, and guess what? We're right here, and y'all are still here.
There's a lot of grants and loans and different
The
situations.
people from here is not getting them loans that y'all come here and get them.
You said what you just said?
No, I said there's a lot of.
That's the point that they're proving. The people here are not even getting it. So it's like,
No,
what are
he's
y'all
saying the
doing?
No, I'm saying the black people here are not getting them same opportunities that y'all come from y'all Africa and come here and get. We don't
That's
get
how
those.
We're considering not just Africans, everybody, all the other countries are considering y'all as being lazy because it's like.
So now she speaks for quote unquote all the other countries. What countries is she talking about exactly when she says all the other countries? Meanwhile, the Europe is paying you Africans to go home. Okay.
I think
Go ahead,
there is
Steve-O. What's on your mind?
I think she might be a little bit right about that. I do feel like there's an overall like feeling towards Black Americans, bro. Like all the other countries, it don't matter what country it is, they all fell for the propaganda, all of them. But they all
No. All the African countries. We go to Europe, and yes, they may think some stereotypes like, "Oh, we're rappers or basketball players," but they don't look at us with disdain or look at us as lazy. They look at us like, "Damn, y'all is cool. Y'all got the swag. Y'all got the juice." It's only the African countries that are trying to look down on us.
Facts. And
Ain't nobody
in
in
the
Europe,
European
ain't no
countries
white
too.
European in Europe thinking, "Oh, damn, those lazy Black Americans." No, when we come over there, they looking at us like we all Snoop Dogg and E40 and shit, and we'll just be a regular
Nah,
Black.
you right. You right, bro. Like the niggas be going places and niggas be thinking that we got money. That's a fact. Yo, where you from? America? Oh shit, they got bread. Like
That blue passport is
first
different.
thing-
You
nah,
go to
facts,
any
you
country,
good,
they
too.
see that blue passport, they think we a rock star. You from America?
Nah,
Oh
you right.
shit, you're a native Black American? Oh, but if they know you're an African immigrant, hey, they don't want you in their country.
Yep. On my soul, they gonna think you stealing.
Why aren't y'all getting these? Like, why y'all not busting y'all asses to? Y'all should be better than the Chinese. This is if y'all Americans.
Yeah.
Y'all should be better than America. Y'all should be better than Chinese people who coming over.
We
here
are.
ruling
And the thing is,
Indians.
My question is,
the thing is-
what are the opportunities that you think that we have over?
That's different, right?
That your parents got
grants,
that
the
didn't tell
loans,
you.
the
Wait, hold up.
scholarships. and
That
stuff.
we're getting more than
A debit card like with $5,000 on it.
Free hotels. Say, hey, at the end of 2023, I found myself homeless for a month and a half, staying in a shelter and everything. The bounce back was real. And guess what? I would have been living in luxury if instead of being a homeless Native Black American, I was a homeless African migrant. If I was a homeless African migrant, I would have got free hotel stay. I would have got a debit card with a couple grand loaded on top. They would have gave me low income transitional housing. They would have gave me an EBT card with a rack up on it. So when she speaks so ignorant, and she clearly doesn't even know how they're getting subsidies and handouts that American citizens do not get, why is she speaking with such disdain and vitriol towards us when clearly she don't even know what's going on?
Hey, yo, Mike, I got a question for you, big dog. I was just thinking about it. So all these Africans coming over here getting some free money, right? Whenever they was like, come back to Africa, come to the motherland, was they giving the brothers and sisters, was they giving them money, or was they killing them when they went back to the motherland?
Nope, they were saying that they got to see our bank accounts and we got to say that we're going to build some land or start a business if we want to go back to the quote unquote motherland. They was doing tourism schemes, and then some Black Americans bought land over there, and the Africans stole the land from them, murdered them. Black Americans coming up missing. Meanwhile, they come over here and get handouts and talk down on us.
Oh, that's mighty funny because they always talk about we the same and we lazy though. Oh, you to continue though.
I don't understand what. No, I've never heard of anything.
Are y'all seeing what's going on with the immigrants right now and how the benefits that they're receiving? Are
Your
y'all
parents didn't tell y'all,
immigrants
bro.
were here.
All of these immigrants are going to like New York and
Chicago.
I've heard about
Are you aware
that.
of the benefits that they're getting right now?
I'm
The
not
free
aware.
hotels and the free EBTs and all of this.
Getting
stuff?
$500 a
Wait,
week.
before you
per
continue.
person?
Immigrants. What immigrants are you talking about? Because we're
You talking about the Mexicans?
Yeah, because that's what I see. I see is like the Guatemalans.
We talking about all of them.
Yeah, like
We're not talking about them right now.
but
we're talking about
immigrants.
No, we're talking about you Africans sneaking through South America to come to our country. What are you talking
Yo,
about?
bro.
All you Africans sneaking through Mexico. What you talking about?
Yo, Shirley Chisholm, bro, right? She wrote in her book, she was like that her parents is from, I think, Jamaica or some shit like that, or Trinidad. Like she's not, her parents is not from here. But she said that her parents let her know that while we would be in redline, her parents was able to buy property in places that we couldn't while we would be in redline.
Big
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like,
because when they
it's-
come in, they get classified as Caucasian, bro.
Shit crazy, bro. I'm like, word. Like, so it's things that their parents didn't tell them because their parents want to perpetuate that whole we better than the Black American. So I'm not gonna tell my kid that we really got help to get all this shit that we got. I'm gonna just make them think that they better than these Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Think about it this way, tough. Every time we been in the hood and shit, right? I'm from Bed-Stuy. Every time an immigrant come in and shit, they get a corner store, they get this store, some shit, we still fuck with them.
Yeah.
But some of them, they still talk down on us like, nigga, we been here way longer than you think. If we got the same shit, we wouldn't have built a store.
Real
Even
talk.
when we did, they burned the shit down.
Benefits that they're receiving.
Real talk.
Yeah, are y'all aware of this right now?
the immigrants were here.
All of these immigrants are going to like
New
New York and
Chicago.
I've heard about
Are you aware
that.
of the benefits that they're getting right now?
I'm
The
not
free
aware.
hotels and the free EBTs and all of this.
Getting
stuff?
$500 a
Wait,
week.
Before you
per
continue.
person?
Immigrants. What immigrants are you talking about? Because we're
You talking about the Mexicans?
Yeah, because that's what I see. I see is like the Guatemala.
And these are the worst podcast hosts ever. How you letting some fucking bush babies dominate you on your own podcast? They ain't giving them no proper pushback. They aren't
Right.
bringing up the fact that it's an overwhelming amount of Africans sneaking through South and Central America to get here through the Mexican border. I mean, these podcast hosts is taking a whole lot of shots and not really returning fire.
Shit, mate, some of them niggas taking rafts too. They ain't even walking. They trying to cross the ocean on their fucking raft,
We're
bro.
talking about
immigrants,
but
like-
yeah, immigrants. But what you just said is that Africans are getting more opportunities than African Americans. So I want
Africans,
you to go ahead and answer
Caribbeans.
that question.
Yes.
How?
they-
We're not talking about the Venezuelans.
What do you mean,
right
how?
now. So how? Answer that question. What
America is
opportunity?
giving people, immigrants from other countries, more opportunities that they would give a black man specifically.
See, he
If
don't
you look
really
online,
know.
if you go online and search, we go online and search for grants and loans and everything specifically for black men. There's none.
And
But then that
NAACP
just
don't
shows-
have. They
that
have plenty of awards and scholarships for. And
That just shows you how
NAACP
America treats black people as a whole. It's America.
But
It
that's
don't
the point we're trying to get to y'all. That the reason we're
Yeah,
not
black
as
people
far
as a
as
whole,
people come
aka
from
y'all
other
Africans
countries
ain't
and
black,
get
y'all
is
Africans.
because
No, I'm sorry. No. This is not to be ignorant because you still haven't answered my question as to what us.
You want to know the name
You
of
want
the
a
grant?
specific grant?
Like, I don't get what
Not
you're
even, not
saying.
even just that because
Yeah.
there isn't anything specific that we're doing.
Stop lying. I done look up grants that
But hold on,
immigrants
hold on.
get when as soon as they come over here.
You have not pointed out any simple, direct way you can know that black people are lazy, but yet y'all can claim and give us that title. You don't know. You don't know that. This is what you
Chinese
heard.
people give y'all that
Listen,
title. It's
no,
not
no,
just
no. Africans as well. A lot of foreign
Yes,
people or
I
immigrant
agree.
people are doing that. We're not gonna cut the slack. Oh, it's everybody doing that shit to black Americans.
That is.
But do you know how hard it is? No, listen. Do you know how hard it is to leave your country, our home, Africa, wherever in Africa, to
Mhm.
now to even get a visa in itself is hard. It's not.
But-
It's
but why
not.
do- why do
You know how hard it
Why-
is to build America
We're not talking
for
about that
free,
right now, though.
for free,
Like,
and not to
yeah.
get
Let's go,
anything,
bro.
because you're
Yeah.
only speaking from an
No,
African
no.
perspective.
But if it's so hard, why
African-Americans
do
love
millions of people
America.
do
Yes,
it
no, no, it's
every
fine.
day, every
But
year, every
we're-
week, every
I
month?
don't want it to negate from what you're trying to say. Listen,
What is the what is the shit that
No.
they give for school
scholarships?
Not the scholarships, but they had and they took away the rights recently.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action. Look, that's being spread between. That was just supposed to be for African Americans, and they just
right.
made that shit for the whole anybody.
But what
It's the government
I
thing.
don't want to happen is I
But
don't want no one to take away from the hard work that Africans are doing to get to where they are. We're not getting.
We're not
anything
doing that.
free.
But if you
Nothing is
come
free.
here and you
drink poop
saying
also, bro.
disrespect to
Nothing is
African American,
easy.
look.
It's literally
Look,
they're
can I ask y'all a question? Y'all know Hispanic
behind.
people, right? If a person doesn't know Spanish, but he's still considered Puerto Rican, right? Don't every Puerto Rican person still claim they're Puerto Rican? To any they're not. You American Spanish. They don't say that shit. But we got to hear from African people how we're not as black as they are because we were born in America.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when it comes to this conversation, it's just like I said, it's very disingenuous to say Black Americans are lazy, especially when Black Americans are the reason why your family was able to leave your country and come to a better country.
And then I bet you these Africans are going to respond with, oh, no, you guys didn't pave a way. And let's see if the host can actually verbalize it properly and defend
gotta
their
have
talking
facts.
points. Come on. What do you think, New Era? Is the host going to do a good job hitting them with facts and civil rights legislation and shit?
I have no idea. Let's see if they stand on business now.
You don't sound confident in them, that's for sure.
Hell no, I ain't confident in
Have
these
a better
niggas.
opportunity, and we can't act like some Africans came here because their families were well off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let's not act like every
But it's
family
not a
was
lot.
poor.
It's a very small
No, let's not act like every
percentage. The
family was
ones
poor
that
and they
the-
came over here like struggling.
It's
and,
Africa.
Like,
It's a
no.
third world country. This is
yeah,
a first world country.
yeah,
so
yes, so you
9
can't
times out of 10,
compare.
everyone is coming over here.
Yeah,
With
but-
zero.
Yeah.
No, that's false. Picture this. A poor American living in Compton or the Marcy Projects doesn't even have the amount of money to relocate to another
Shout out to
state.
Marcy. My daddy used to
But we're
work there.
supposed to believe that poor Africans have the ability to migrate to a whole nother country. And they're not well off though. They're poor and then they're living in a shack and they ain't got no food, but somehow they got the money to transport themselves to America. Okay, we don't
Hey, yo,
believe you.
mate,
These
I
were
tell
the
you what.
elitist bourgeoisie who sold out you Africans, and they come over here to America. That's it. That's all.
I tell you why I don't got confidence in him because when she was talking about what benefits immigrants get, he could have got on Google and looked up mad grants that immigrants get as soon as they come over to America like a dumbass nigga. He didn't, though.
These motherfuckers is doing a real disservice to our community. I mean, letting these Africans look like they serving us or having the upper hand in the conversation. Like, I don't know
there
what's
is
up with
They
those
definitely
podcasts,
talking
folks.
down right now, bro. It's like they talking down on them niggas.
Hella
Oh.
talking to hella condescending. Yes.
Word.
Yes.
I hope the world hear me right now. There is no such thing as a fucking diaspora. I grew up in a hood, and broke niggas don't go to war because they can't afford bullets. If y'all Africans is on the line talking about American this, American that, and Africa's still a shithole, and y'all still banging other niggas for money, shut the fuck up. There's no war. Y'all just stupid online looking like a dumbass motherfucker for clout.
That's facts.
So that's what their point is. We're starting from zero.
Literally.
That's what the
Black Americans started
No
from zero
credit, no
too.
nothing.
Like that's
no,
what I'm saying.
But
like,
we're talking about right now. We're coming here with no credit, no nothing, no job.
Neither are we.
Our degrees our degrees in Africa or wherever, Nigeria, Ghana. That's not, we can't.
It's
use
like
it
going
here.
to middle school.
We're starting over from.
We don't even have an
So for you
education system
now-
to prosper
but for
from.
you to now sit there and try to
why black
say
people
that
gotta come
Africans,
together.
we
Who's this bitch? Oh, that's why black people got to come to. Look at this condescending. Take off that wig and show me your bald blonde head. Come on.
What she said we gotta go?
I don't know. She's talking about we got to get it together or something. Meanwhile, she can't get it together on her continent. All right.
I don't know, but that dress she looking like that bitch got that shit off the rack for the discount. That shit
Think
don't
about
look
it,
good
guys.
on
They
her.
don't just have an African country; they have a whole African continent. They have dozens of countries, and they can't get it popping nowhere, and have to come to our homeland and talk shit.
not working as hard or we're getting things easier.
I don't think we're saying that. We're saying we don't appreciate the disrespect.
Oh, I
Like
understand
the
that.
constant Black
Yeah.
Americans are lazy when that's simply not true.
No,
Black
yeah.
Americans are some of the most profitable, the richest Black nation on earth. Like, you know, we got the most degrees as a collective. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to come over here and to keep disrespecting us.
I think it's just more so saying some instead of saying everybody.
But you didn't say some when you was trying to paint all Africans as being got all these degrees. You ain't say some. You
Yeah,
tried to
so
group
it
all of them
just-
and try to make it seem like all of them are coming over here and prospering when that's simply not true either. Like,
Yeah, so some Africans who come over here, they do very well, more than some Americans, and some Americans, you know, are doing better than some Africans. I think we should just
A lot of
leave it at that.
Americans, it's
But
not so.
on African side, they see is more of a ratio that we're honestly doing well, and they just feel like you guys are just not doing much. I think that's the better way to put it.
But that's wrong.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
that's wrong.
You're justifying the wrong. Like, I don't get it.
That's
Like,
wrong. And that doesn't mean that the disrespect has to get there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it
Like,
doesn't.
because I would say, arguably, if Black Americans was in some of y'all countries, those countries would be way more better than they are today.
And honestly, that's what y'all should do. But people are doing it. It's just on a small scale. So I think it's just more so the scale.
Because as a Black American, I don't know what
On a small scale, last time I checked, the richest Black man in America was Kanye West, not an African immigrant. Okay. All right.
it feels like to have to leave my country to go live somewhere else because we have fought for everything for us to stay in this country and be able to make a living, not only for ourselves, but for the immigrants that's coming here. So I can't relate to leaving my country. I never did that. My people never left our country.
And they still treat them with kitty gloves. Oh, leave my country. No, flee. They flee en masse from their fellow Africans and flee to their oppressor's kingdom and then try to talk down on the native Black American population that paved the way for them to flee over here in the first fucking place. But you know what? We got some more callers coming from the back to the front. Is RR Realize TV. Let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
What's good, brother? My name is RR Realize, you know what I'm saying, Triple R. I'm calling from Michigan. And what's on my mind is that, you know, I always ask these people, and you know, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I ask this question because people get up here and ask us different questions. Who are you? Well, prove it, do this and do that. Well, guess what? I only have one question for you. Who is your great-great-grandmother? What is her name? When was she born? And where is she from? A lot of y'all can't answer that question. And the reason you can't answer that question is because you don't know. So if you don't know, shut the fuck up. If you don't know who your great-great-grandmother is, if you don't know her name, the year she was born, and where she comes from, how in the hell can you get up here and tell us who we are? Just be quiet, because it sounds crazy. And look, I swear to y'all, I say that with all respect, but I'm so tired of people coming up here acting as if we don't know who our people are, but they can't even tell us who are their great-great-grandmother. Shut up. Because you don't know who your own family is, so how can you tell me who mine is? And I'll land.
Facts, and then some. Shout out to Yancy. Yancy says genealogy shows that not many Africans came to the United States. Most of our ancestors are Indians and Black Europeans and not Africans. Yeah, I'm a full-time genealogist. I meet with dozens of folks a week. And when we do the paper trail genealogy, we can trace our ancestors to the 1800s, the 1700s, meticulous paper trails. And we don't see no documents to say a damn thing about African.
I think it was very informative, very educational, very knowledgeable.
So let me ask you something, brother.
Some
Hold on.
things that I was aware of, but I wasn't aware in detail. So it kind of gives like an insight to some of the things that are going on today from history. So I think it's very important to learn your genealogy. And I thank you for the information. You're showing us how to navigate through the system. It's worth 75 or maybe a little bit more to me.
Any doubt, get it out your head.
Hey, can I ask y'all something? Why does genealogy?
Like I'm going to continue to
God damn, can you let my advertisement run through? Have a certain level of decorum? Jesus, I know we all black folks, but stop stepping on my toes, my nigga. We trying to get the people the information and booking a genealogy consultation. God damn it, I put him on mute and he kept unmuting himself to interrupt my commercial. Am I tripping or was man's tweaking a little bit?
Listen, the nigga was being diabolical. I
I
ain't
know
gonna
man's
lie.
is passionate, but goddamn, hey, I only
Damn,
got
I ain't
one
even
more
hear him.
30-second commercial. I only got one more. Okay, just hold your tongue, sir. Hold your tongue.
any doubt, get it out your head immediately. So yeah, like I'm going to continue to work with Mike as much as I can. So I want to say thank you, Mike, for actually taking the time out and talk with me and my husband. Like you definitely informed us on a lot of things. And the people out there that's watching, he will also inform you on a lot of things that you may not even know about. So I want to say thank you again, Mike.
See, it's not that hard. Come on. Just let the commercial play through, y'all. Come on. But you know what? We've got another guest coming from the back to the front is Desmond. Desmond, where are you calling in from and what's on your mind?
Calling from one of the hurricane states. Nah. And what's on my mind about these dumb Africans and Haitians and anyone else who crosses this river that I keep seeing up at 7-Eleven in groups, literally doing nothing but sitting and digging through the trash cans. I see a whole different story than what's being talked about on here with the immigrants. Because they say they come over here as doctors and money and all of this and that, but I am finding a whole
they
bunch
come over
of them
here and
literally
eat
sitting
pets,
out on the
right?
street of Florida.
They eating dogs and cats.
Well, shoot, they eating rats, basically, or whatever they can get out the fishing pond as dirty fishes. But that's the reality that I see here, and that's literally right here in Florida, where there's over 400,000 Haitians walking around right now. So
this is madness,
literally
y'all.
everything she's basically up there talking about. They come over here for free. They get paid just to get here. Literally. I mean, I wish I can get like a passport and go overseas, and as soon as I get to where I go to, you can hand me 30 grand just for making it there. I mean, shoot, I wish I get paid like that myself, be able to flee from my country and go up to Europe and force them to kick me out by giving me $30,000 so I could turn around and go to America and, sneak in illegally and drive a Uber cab and say I'm rich, basically.
Oh yeah, I feel you. And with that said, we got to segue into the next live stream, but let's provide some closing remarks real quick. We'll keep it to a few seconds per person. But first person, New Era, lay it on us. Closing remarks. What's on your mind?
Peace, love, and soul. And let's get to the next stream.
All right. And on the next stream, we're going to be roasting Kamala, Obama, La Scamala. But we'll see you over there, New Era. Stino, what's on your mind?
Yo, man, y'all already know. Keep the supporting, man. Make sure y'all support y'all favorite YouTubers. Make sure y'all follow me too as well at Tustino. Yeah, man, rock out. You already know what it is.
Hey, and if you want to join on the next stream, Stino, you're more than welcome. We'll see you over there. Desmond, closing remarks. Go for it.
Yep. Thank you for having me. Just wanted to basically see what I had to say because I got to get back to packing for this hurricane. So I'll just be listening in. I might pop in on the stream. The missus said hello. And happy 30th. I'll see you next stream, Mike.
I appreciate the late birthday wishes, brother. Talk to you soon. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next stream. Stay tuned. As soon as this broadcast ends, it'll push you to the next one.
They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings, Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners. Raised up the children to worship their images. Set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them. And this shit get way deeper than your pigment.